Hi, good evening.
Good night.
Hi, how are you, Miguel?
Hi, Lorena. Fine. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Okay, Miguel. So now let's continue. Okay, today we are going to start the practices in the platform. Okay,
Okay.
so
I have
let's,
to.
yes, please could you share your screen with me?
Okay, but um, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay, okay, don't worry.
Olvidé cuál es la palabra o la forma informal de decir 1 minuto o espérame un segundo. Me confundo mucho con el alemán.
Ah, yeah, okay. Just a second, for
Ah,
example.
just a second. Okay.
Just a second.
Eine Minute bitte.
Ah,
A
okay,
veces
okay.
me confundo.
Two languages.
Kind of.
Okay.
I have a problem here. Could you please give me uh, the direction of the website?
Of the, okay, the platform, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will send you this. Okay. So I send you the link.
Okay. Okay. I just I'm in the platform.
Okay. So now are you in the book?
Yes, person English interactive.
Exactly.
Wait, let me share my.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes.
here.
Perfect. Yes. One. Okay. Where is your book, Miguel Ángel? There.
Okay. So we are here. I try to do all the homework. You,
Okay. In the document, right?
yes. I tried to do it. I didn't have enough time today, but
To finish it. Yes. I was seeing the document. But
okay.
don't worry. Don't worry. So maybe you could do it this weekend, right? So if you
Yes,
have some doubts, on Monday, we can clear up those doubts.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so
So we are
now,
here.
yes, now we are going to start with the first practice that is in grammar, simple present or continuous one, where the,
This one.
yes, that one. That is the practice. Okay. Okay, so in this part, what do we have to do? We have to choose the correct option, okay? So maybe we can have present simple or continuous. So the best that you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are sure about of all your answers, you can save and after submit.
Just a minute, please.
Okay, don't worry.
No, research upon tumors. Should I press send?
Yes, yes. So when you send, okay, so there you could see the mistakes, okay?
So I
So
have
for
two mistakes.
example, yes, in this first, where you put take, it was in a continuous. Why? Because we are talking in the complement, we are saying only this semester. So this is only for a moment, for only for a semester. So it is not a routine forever, for example.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. And the other, it was continuous too. Why? Because we were saying that at the moment, Talia is sitting at her desk. She's talking to Amy, and Amy is inviting Talia to go to a park, right? Because all that sentence is in continuous.
Okay.
Because she can't invite forever or as a routine, right?
Ah, yes, 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 you're right. So
Great. Now,
I have to I have to check if the sense of the other of the last sentence.
exactly, the complement. Always the
Mm,
complement.
okay.
Okay, so now we are gonna put try again. Okay, and we have to correct those two mistakes.
Okay. This one I was kind of sure, but I didn't understand about the tense,
Okay, the time.
the time.
Okay, yes, yes, always the time. For example, only this semester, this week, for example, so that show us that is for a moment.
Okay. So
Great.
save and
Mhm. Save and submit. Great. So now everything is okay. So we have two practices. We could put next. So we are gonna go to the second practice of present and present continuous. Now in this part, we can see these verbs in the box and we can put in the conversation, in the blank spaces. So maybe we could identify if it's simple present or maybe could be present continuous with ing and the verb to be.
okay.
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 Okay, only
Oh,
one mistake, right? And this is in the last one. Yes, because according to the conversation, Amy says, you know, I'm taking a journalism class with Talia this semester. Josh says, really? Is it any good? Amy, yes, we learn
ah,
or we are learning because we are talking
yes.
about this only this semester, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We are
Yeah,
learning.
great. So we put try again. But it's great. We didn't have more mistakes, so it's great. Perfect. Very good. So if we put next, right? Next is the second grammar that we have. These expressions for suggesting. So first, I will explain you a little bit about this, okay? For this part, I will share you my screen. So
Okay.
in order to see this grammar.
Okay. I am stopping.
Yes,
Sure.
it's great. Okay, so now, well, we can see here, right, expressions for suggesting. When we want to make some suggesting, we are going to have some specific suggestions, okay? So the first one is the easy one. So we will put here expressions suggesting. So when we talk about the first one, we are talking about this auxiliary that it's called let's, right? So this auxiliary for suggesting works with any subject. Why? Because we are suggesting a group of people. So the only thing that we are going to have here is the let's as a auxiliary and the verb in base form. Always the verb, but in base form. Okay, nothing else. Of course, after that, the complement, right? So we can say, we are like tired, we finish classes and we say, what can we do? Okay, so we can make a suggestion. Let's go, let's go, sorry?
No, 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 no. Continue, continue.
Okay, let's go to the cinema, for example, right? So we are respecting the structure here, right? The verb in base form, go, and with the auxiliary. Let's go to the cinema. So how can I make this sentence into negative? This is gonna be the same, right? But what do we have to add? Could you convert this sentence into negative, Miguel?
Uh, yes, don't.
Yes, this one. Let's
Okay.
go to the cinema.
Uh, don't let's go to the cinema.
No, the only thing that we have to do is after let's to put
Let's not.
not, right?
Okay.
Let's not go to the cinema, okay? Let's not.
Okay. Okay.
So the structure for negative, what do we have to do? The only thing is to put only not, okay? Nothing else. Let's not and the verb in base form, okay? So
Yes.
this is the first expression for making suggestions. So here in the platform, for example, we can see, we often use let's plus the verb in base form to make suggestions. For example, let's go to the party. Let's, it comes from the contraction of let us. It means the same, okay? So, after these let's, we have other expressions, for example, with why, okay? What can we do this? For example, the second one is with why don't, okay? Why don't, and always with the subject and the verb, but the verb has to be in base form too, and the complement, okay? So as we are making a suggestion, so we have to respect this structure. So for example, I can say, what can we do? Why don't, for example, why don't we play soccer, for example, right? So we are respecting, yes, why don't, the subject we, and the verb in base form with the complement, soccer, right? Why don't we play soccer? So for example, if I tell you, Miguel, okay, we are in the street and we don't have any plans. So how can you make a suggestion with why don't?
Uh, why don't we we go to the cafe?
Okay, very good. Why don't we, right? So always with the subject and the verb. Very good. So for example, here we can see some examples. Why don't you, for example, because we are suggesting so to another person, why don't you go to the party with me tonight? So the subject, whatever subject, but the verb always in base form, right? So after this, we have another expression. This expression is the third one, and it is how about, okay? How about, it means like, ¿qué tal si? Right? How about? How about, and always we are going to use, with this suggestion, we don't need a subject, and the verb doesn't have to be in base form. The verb is going to be with ing, okay? Ing and the complement. So for example, uh, how about, okay, eating, how about eating a pizza? So this is a suggestion, right? So as we can see here, how about the verb with ing and the complement a pizza, right? How about eating a pizza? Okay, so with this how about, this is the only suggesting that we can use for example, not for actions. We can use for nouns. For example, we are in a restaurant and we say, okay, what can we eat? I don't know the dishes here. So maybe you can suggest something and you can say, how about, I don't know, how about,
Hamburger.
okay, hamburger or a hamburger, right? Hamburger. So you are suggesting, but not with an action, not with a verb, only with a noun. So this is the only suggestion that we can use with nouns. These others, we are not gonna use with nouns. This is the only one, okay? So we have one more. Well, here we have some examples. The first one with action. How about going to a movie tonight? The action. How about a movie tonight? The noun, okay? So this is the only one that can work with both. And we have one suggesting more. That is, it is similar to why don't we or why don't, okay? But in this case, we have only why not. The difference with this second one is that why don't we use with subject, but this why not, we don't use subject. We only use the verb in base form, okay? The verb in base form, and finally the complement. That is the only difference. In this case, we don't have the verb, okay? So what are we gonna do? Why not come with me? Okay, so we are supposing here the subject because we are saying to a group or maybe to a specific person, okay? But we don't use the subject here. This is the difference with this second one. Why don't with subject? Why not without subject? Only verb, okay? And how about it's the only one that works with actions and nouns, okay? So for example here, I don't feel like staying home tonight. Okay, why not come with us to Josh party? Okay, so without subject, okay? So about these suggestings, Miguel, do you have maybe some question about these four ones?
Uh, no, but what if it's just it's also a suggestion expression? What
What
if
if?
what if we go to the party?
Yes, but that is like a suggesting, but in a conditional way. In this part, we are not using condition,
Okay, okay,
okay?
okay, okay.
So only suggestings, we have these four ones. The other is, it's a suggesting too, but for conditions,
Okay, okay.
okay? Great. So until here, everything is okay, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect, perfect, Miguel. So if you couldn't take notes because I was explaining, maybe you could take a picture of these structures because these structures are gonna be important, okay? So if you want, you could take a picture.
Okay. Just a minute.
Okay, okay.
Just a
Don't worry.
second. Just a second. Okay.
Great, perfect. So now let's go to the practice, okay? Now I will stop sharing.
And it's my turn to share.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, the same here. The correct option. So for this exercise, you are gonna realize that you have to follow the rules, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Yes, one mistake. Why? Because how about never works with verb in base form.
Ah,
Always with
yeah.
verb with ing, right? So we have the other option. That was
Let's arrive, no?
yes. Great. That everything was perfect. Very good. So now we're gonna go to the second practice. Okay, here we could use the verbs, right? The verbs or the words that you can find in the box.
So, read the dialogue. Choose a word of French from the box.
Okay,
Let's check.
so time to see. Perfect. Any mistake? Very good. Excellent. Great. So if we put next, okay, the next grammar that we have, it is to and enough. So now it's my turn to share my screen with you. So I'm sure. Okay, this is not like a grammar. This is more like the correct use of these two words, okay, for vocabulary in specific. So in this case, we are going to use these two words, to and enough, and these are called like intensifiers. So the correct use of these ones is when we use with some adjectives. Okay, so we have to and we have enough. So what is the difference between these two ones? When we have to, always we are going to use the adjective before, oh sorry, after to. Because these two, it's gonna be like, it's gonna put like more, a little bit stronger. This two is gonna be a little bit more stronger with the adjective, right? So to means demasiado, right? So we can use these two when we talk about adjectives or maybe situations. For example, it could be an extremely bad situation or a good thing too. But this always is going to work in this way. First to and after the adjective. So for example, I can say you are too intelligent, for example. Okay, you are too intelligent. So we are using first the intensifier to and after the adjective. But what happened with this word enough that we can use with adjectives too? In this case, we're gonna use in this way. First, we have to use the adjective, and after we have to put the enough, right? So for example, here, you are intelligent enough. You are intelligent enough, okay? So this is the way that we have to use with the adjectives between these two ones. First to and after the adjective. First the adjective and after enough. But what happened with enough when we use with nouns? Because enough we can use with adjectives and with enough with nouns too. When we use with the nouns, with nouns, we're gonna use first the enough and after the noun. Okay, so for example, I can say here, I have, or maybe I don't have enough time. Okay, so in this case, time is my noun. That's why I am using first enough and after the noun. Okay, but when we use with adjectives, first the adjective and after enough. You are intelligent enough. With to, first to, and after the adjective. Okay, so this is the only thing about these two intensifiers. Here in the platform, we can see the examples. For example, Josh is having a party. Josh is having a party tonight. Do you want to go? But the person is answering, I can't go. I am too tired to go. So as you can see here, you are using to, and after to, you are using the adjective tired. And as you can see here, after this, for example, too intelligent, after we can put a complement. For example, you are too intelligent
Be here.
to solve this problem, for example, okay? But when we put a complement, always we are going to have an infinitive, okay? An infinitive. So we can say here, we can finish in only adjective, or we can continue the sentence with that infinitive, okay? So this is the difference between this word. And after, for example, here, did you watch Newsline last night? No, I got home too late. Okay, too late, it is the intensifier and the adjective, or in this case, the adverb, late, too late. Okay, so after this, when I use enough, I have first, right, as we were saying here, the first enough, oh, well, first the adjective, and after enough. For the homework, we have to compare two news stories on the same topic. That's easy enough to do. I can do that. So first, the adjective, and after enough, okay? That is the only difference, or the only, yes, difference between these two ones. Okay, so until here, Miguel, do you have some question between these two words?
No. It's clear.
Yes, right? Only only that we have to put in the correct order, right?
Right.
Okay, so now we are gonna go to the platform, to the exercises. So if you couldn't take notes, you could take the picture here.
Right.
Okay, perfect. So
So,
now it's your turn to share.
okay. Here. We are here. So, I want to choose.
Yes, the
And
correct option.
bring over. Don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, I hope it's okay.
Yes, yes, I think so.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Great. So let's go to the next one. Yes. So in this time, what do we have to do? We have to order, right? It says rearrange the words in each box. So for example, we have the words, but these are not in order. So we have to convert with these words a sentence.
Should I choose one of these words? One of the words in the box.
No, 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 no. You
No?
have to use all the words, but you have to convert, you have to create
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
sentence.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, great. We have the period. It's not necessary the period.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes, great.
So,
Okay, and we
which
have a second part. Next.
uh,
Yes,
second part? Oh, mm,
yes, two parts. Okay.
okay.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, in the first part, everything was okay. 4 to 4. Let's go to the next. Yes. In this
Oh,
part, yes, one is okay.
what?
For example, the first one, yes, it was a little bit like confusion because we had like two auxiliaries here, do and will, right? Do and will. In this
Okay.
case, we have to use will as a subject because will is gonna be always only an auxiliary, sorry. And do could be a verb. So if we have to make a question here, so always we're gonna use the only auxiliary that you can find in the box. And for example, will is only an auxiliary. It is not a verb and it is not an extra word.
Yes,
So
it
we're
is
gonna use only will,
the
okay, for
wheel.
this question.
Moxie. We like
Yeah,
it. Yes, yes.
exactly. And do, we're gonna use it as a verb. Okay.
Yes.
So for
So,
example, how
uh,
could we do it?
uh, will I get uh, well enough to no, do will I do well enough to get 100%?
Exactly. Yes, that is the correct way. Okay. And in the other, the mistake there, it is the word or the verb go, because we don't have go in the
Ah,
vocabulary. We have come,
you
right?
come. Yes,
Yeah, that
it,
was the only mistake.
it isn't too late to come. Yes,
Yes,
confused it.
exactly. So now let's put it, try again. Yes.
Will.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now it's everything okay, right? That part and the second one. Okay, so with this grammar, Miguel, we finish everything, okay? We finished the 3 grammars that we
Okay.
have to finish in these 2 days, okay?
Okay.
So, to finish with this unit, if you can see in the platform to the assignment part, okay, so let's put, yes, only exit, yes.
Where?
Yeah, below, exit, next to next. Yes. Okay. So, okay, it's loading. In this part of assignments, okay, you can see or you can, if we refresh, let's refresh the page. Okay. Okay, so let's go down. Let's go down. These are the practices. Okay, show more. No, let's go down, show more. Yes. Let's go down. Show more.
So I have to do all this work
Yes,
until
until
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, until
Yeah.
Sunday. And after this homework, as you can realize here, we start here. Another busy day, review quizzes. Okay, so that word that says quizzes is the test. Okay, and where
Okay.
we only have one only chance, one opportunity. We don't have 2 opportunities.
Okay.
Okay, so if we put more, show more, we can see there, okay, the quizzes of vocabulary, the quizzes of speaking, grammar, pronunciation, reading, and this is the last one that you can see, review quizzes, integrated skills. These integrated skills, Miguel, it's just in case it's a test of all these skills, all these quizzes, okay, that you are gonna do by separated. In this integrated, you are gonna see all of them, okay, in only one test. So this integrated skills is like the second chance, the second opportunity, okay?
Okay. Okay. if uh, if I'm not lucky with this
Yeah,
first chance, so in this part I have a second chance to
exactly. Yes.
achieve.
Okay. So today we finish with this
Okay.
unit one. Okay. So
Okay.
tomorrow we are gonna start with the second unit. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
And so le- I forgot how to say in English. I mix a lot with German, with dogs.
Oh, okay.
Inclusive algunas palabras meat, bueno, son algo
Yes.
los que lo que tratas a lo que en alemán. Pero bueno, thank you for your time. See you tomorrow.
Okay, okay, Miguel, don't worry. If you don't have questions, so today we're gonna finish here with the daily survey. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna finish now here.
Thank
And
you.
if you have some questions for tomorrow, we are gonna see it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, okay,
I have the only one question.
okay.
These exercises are too long to solve, or
No, no,
yeah,
are the same. They are the same as the grammar, where
okay,
you can have 5, 6 exercises. So
each one.
only that. Yes,
Okay, okay,
6, 7, only that.
okay. So I'll do it.
Okay, don't be scared. You can do it.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye. See you.